Brother, episode 4, another
Right.
milestone. I think every episode is just bloody gold. It's like we just got to keep showing up.
All right, King Albert, the old master, just back to it again.
Brother, how you been?
Really good, bro.
Yeah.
Geez, I'm feeling fantastic this Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good first week back at Kura.
Yeah.
Great Waitangi weekend with the whānau. No, I'm feeling limber. My lower back that usually gives me some grief has kind of alleviated its pain.
Yeah.
No, mate, I'm all tops right now. You?
I'm good. Welcome, everybody. Bring a plate, episode 4.
Hoorah!
Episode 4, you're with Albys and Hamish. Thanks for joining us. If you're one of the few battlers that have made your way through episode 1, 2, and 3, and you thought, you know what, these guys, I want to see what else they've got to offer. So hopefully we could dish out something different, something unique, with a bit of kai, and a bit of chat.
Yeah, serious tenacity from those 67 followers that have come through. So
Yeah.
keep all the bandwagon too.
Maxing out at 100 listeners. Thank you to all our whānau who keep boosting those numbers.
Yeah, my mum has watched each video 4 or 5 times.
Oh,
Thanks
how
very much.
good. Thank you for your service.
Mila asked me this morning, she goes, Dad, where are you going now? I said, I'm off to work. Yeah, I was just looking at me like, fucking work?
Yeah.
What? It
Yeah,
is.
put it in the work.
We can pay
Yeah.
through chips and
Yeah.
hot
Through
sauce.
chips and hot sauce.
Shout out to Makihihi and Spicy Boys. So it is work.
That's it. If you're new to the show, I'm Alby. This is Hamish. We bring a plate every week. We share about our experiences. We share about our lives. We share our hot takes. We share our insights to life as
Groundbreaking insights.
groundbreaking,
Profound
insights.
for Cardle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we try not to offend on the way through, but that's not always possible.
Exactly.
So if you are offended, sorry in advance. And if you're just offended seeing us on the show,
Can't do much about that.
and hearing our voices, I'm sorry, I can't change that at all. I will try to be better.
Do you want me to go first?
Hit me, bro. What you got?
Well, I am relatively experienced in this area. Probably had over 1,000 cups of tea in my time.
Now you've had a theme. You've been bringing the liquids to
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
So I was actually in my mind today. Actually, I was thinking about coffee. Because you do a wee thing each week at work, coffee and kōrero.
Right.
And I figured, that might be a good take if we just have a coffee. But you've actually gone another step and you have brought the tea bags. Explain to me why you're brewing this. What are you pouring in?
Well, English brewkie for a start is my favourite flavour.
I love it.
Are you much of a tea man yourself?
Love tea.
You have a tea every day?
Ooh, no, not every day, but a tea at night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, same here. I even actually I remember at uni I used to have just a litre of hot water, 4 tea bags in, playing cards with the boys at night time. Fantastic. But now I've developed, I actually kind of branched into my fruities now. I'll go for a peppermint or a lemon and ginger at night time.
Ah, okay.
Even a sleep tea if it's been a big day for the old boy.
You think those work?
Nah, I don't know. But it's like coffee, I reckon.
Yeah.
Coffee's a myth.
Yeah.
You don't need it. You just need a bit of ticker. But
I'm on 4 coffees a day.
Exactly.
And when I'm peaking.
yeah, and so what? And your tolerance is now built up so much that it doesn't do shit. I reckon.
Yeah, and I'm just on straight black.
Yeah.
Straight black, no sugar, no milk, just
Americano sort of jobs.
yeah,
Up the guts.
up the guts.
But a tea for me, it gives you that little boost of caffeine that you think you might actually affect, but probably doesn't. But yeah, after a long day, cup of tea, and essential, you've got to have a couple of bickies with it.
Okay, what's your spread?
Super wines, the goat of dipping.
How good? Did you steal that out of the kids' lunchbox?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But left over on Friday. Oh, thanks for those.
Oh, wait.
Straight for the podcast. And if you have been a good boy over Waitangi weekend, and you do deserve a bit of a treat, I do get a wee Tim Tam for the boys as well. Alice did see me pinch those. She goes, "Oi!" But I got them away. I assume you've heard about the Tim Tam slam. Have you? And like when you bite one end of the Tim Tam, bite both ends, and then you suck your hot beverage through it.
Oh yes.
Overrated though. It's all
Yeah,
shit.
it just turns into mush.
It does.
I mean, I'll show the kids, and it's nice when they're young.
Yeah.
But no, I just
No, because then the chocolate melts of the Tim Tam, gets all over your fingers, and it turns into a dog's brookie.
yes.
So how I would go about this, I would probably I'd have the have the Tim Tam first.
Okay.
Because in that time, my tea is still diffusing, and you don't actually want to dip your super wines into this piping hot tea, because otherwise it gives you bugger all room for error. You're probably dipping it for, half a second too long, she's gone.
Yes,
and especially when it's so hot, what you notice, Albie, is actually these kind of expand, they almost get fluffy if it's too hot.
I love that.
So you probably want to give it, I don't know, post tea bag. Okay, I'll give the whole rundown.
Okay.
Tea bag's in.
Yes.
Lots of people get that tea bag out straight away, which is absolutely ludicrous.
Brewing is important.
Let it brew. Let it sit. And if you don't have time to let it sit, just spoon fuck that thing out.
Okay.
Just get those flavours, massage that out.
Yep.
And so you actually got some flavour on there.
Okay.
Yep. Milk in, just a dash. Just a teaspoon or two.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give it that nice creamy flavour.
All blue or you green?
Either or, man.
Okay.
Either or. No worries. And then probably need for a super wine, you're probably giving it at least 4 minutes, I think. So I don't know. Load up your favourite podcast. So put up one fish, one scoop on YouTube. Get a comfy seat. Once you get through the ads, you're halfway there.
Yes.
I've ready to dunk. So
I love that. Okay, so do you put sugar in?
No.
Okay, no sugar.
No.
And you just said a dash of milk.
Yeah.
Well, my wife has been generous. She's given us a whole bloody gravy train of it. So
fantastic. I'll get a spoon though.
Okay.
Because that's the other thing. Oh, well, I'll say it then. I'll take it off the microphone.
Top drawer. Yeah, fantastic.
Nothing.
I think you after the first episode when you were trying to find the milk, it saved my tongue. I think you know my kitchen pretty well.
Another thing that pisses me off around teas is when people put milk in with the tea bag still in.
Okay.
So I was like,
okay.
So now
I was about to break. I was about to sin. I was about to break cardinal.
So now
rule.
I'm questioning your tea tikanga.
Tea tactics, tea tikanga.
Yeah. So what were we about to do?
Well, that's why if you run this back, you'll see I just put it in the middle as a sort of a. I'm not going to lead here. I'm just putting the milk there for you. So
you usually take the tea bag out before you put milk in?
No.
Yeah. See, I can see it. I can see it in your face.
Yeah. Now I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm worried I'm going to get told off here.
Well, welcome to the light side, mate.
Because I always feel like you see what you're doing. See what you're doing. How you're trying to not get your fingers hot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the kind of guy that I need the milk in me because it cools down the tea bag a little bit. Then I can use my fingers to do the old press down.
A bit more rip shit and bust, I see.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah.
Now you're the brewmaster.
Give it to the brewmaster. Absolutely. And especially because I have a high tea maintenance wife who's very particular about her tea.
Okay. Is that just she's her tea family, or?
She's not quite sure where it's come from.
Okay.
But she certainly has grown into, she can only have a dash of milk. It has to be a very, very dark tea for her. Okay. I don't know how much milk you like. I just had to go on off your leaving tea bag in escapades.
Thank
Maybe
you,
that's
sir.
right for you.
Thank you, brother. Boom. I'll pour that back into the container for the kids' cereal.
For the weekends. Thanks for coming. Now, for me, just based on colour, that's the perfect colour for me.
Yeah.
You can't see it on camera, but
No.
that is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm pretty keen. And I think probably about now-ish. Maybe after we do karakia will be a good, probably perfect chance to dip those super wines in there.
Mean, brother.
Because it is a thing of balance. You don't want to leave it too long, because if it's too cold, then you are sitting there for too long.
Yeah.
And you do want that warmth, that spurt of warmth in your mouth.
Yeah.
When you bite into that nice soft super wine.
Let's do it. Okay.
Go boy. Nau mai ngā hua, e hora nei, I whakatupu anuku, I whakatupu arangi, tāwhia, kia rehua, kia tama, I te ao marama, e roko, whakairi ake, kirunga, kia teina, haumi hui e,
Taike.
beautiful.
Let's do it. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, bro.
Episode 4.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah.
I do love a strong tea.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hate milky teas.
No good to me.
So I'm going to do a dunk.
And I try to get at least 50% submerged.
Yeah. Are you ever a butter on your super wines?
No.
That's just an island thing, is it?
Maybe. Now you brought up, I've had a bit of a boycott against butter, eh?
What?
I always hated butter. Like butter on toast, maybe, not really. Butter on sandwiches, I'd never put butter on anything.
Marge for the kids?
No. Oh, for the kids, yeah. I mean, they're cholesterol.
But you're just naked bread.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's always been like that.
That's good. Every episode I'm knowing a little bit more about you. You're knowing a little bit more about me. You're going to be really fucking annoyed at me because I've buttered our bread today.
Yeah.
I love that. I love a super wine.
But if I had my choice, I would butter my bread with a sausage. But I'm not going to come into someone else's house. If they're offering me free guy, I'm not going to ask them, oh, sorry, can you please unbutter my bread? Can you give me I'm not doing that. If I go to the walls, I'm not that much of a cock.
Okay.
But if it was me, I would do it.
Okay.
But, either way, I'm looking at those snags in that buttered bread, and I am looking forward for it to be in my goal.
Well buttered too, like extra layer of butter. I used, we got Marge, but I actually pulled out the butter. The $6 block of butter came out for this.
But I'm more pro butter than pro Marge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marge is for the kids' lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to try Tim Tam. Can I try Tim Tam? Is that like having dessert before the meal?
No.
Okay.
No. Not now, taking on, mate. You do it whenever you want to do it.
Yeah. Now, the reason why I say do you butter your super wines, a cup of tea, this is all just bring back memories. My mum, sometimes this is my mum's dinner, a super wine and a cup of tea. Like, she just loved her super wines. That's why every time you see in our pantry, got 3 packets of super wines because I think it's the best biscuit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, so it's a super wine and butter sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. And the kids just want butter. I was like, oh, can we put butter on our super wines? So it's in the DNA now.
Good stuff. Bella eats it too. Bella, when she's making sandwiches, she'll just scoop out the margarine or butter and just eat it.
Wow.
Yeah. Which gives me the shitless bit. Really good.
That's a good tea, my bro. I love what you've brought to the table. So last year, I was doing some like little research videos just to make content and shit. And I found that in Britain, one of the most popular drinks to eat with fish and chips is a cup of tea.
No shit.
Now, thankfully, our friends at Makihihi Fries have supplied us some chips. I just want us to, because I've never actually done it. I've never done a review and then had a cuppa with it. So let's try. Let's have a chip.
Cheers.
Throw a couple in my mouth. Just get rolled up. No, I think it's probably just the satisfaction of having a cup of tea after a big meal anyway. Like, would you have a cup of tea after like a roast dinner on a Christmas Day or? Yeah. It'd be like the last thing. Yeah, unless you're drinking all day, like beers. This would be the last drink after a big day, right? Yeah. After a big meal.
You've done some stubbies actually. Cup of tea. Knock it on the head. But probably some sort of neutralisation with the salt and the chips.
Yeah.
With the base in the tea.
That's it.
For your chemistry kids out there.
I failed science.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
I don't know. Not doing it for me. Maybe we need a fried fish next time.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it because cup of tea can go well with anything, I reckon.
Yeah. And with a Tim Tam also.
Yeah. Now I love what you said. 4 tea bags in a cup brewed. That reminds me of my wife's dad, my father-in-law. He was. What would he have? How many tea bags would you make?
Like 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Just one of those like camping cups, but they're like the metal ones. And
Like a thermos with a handle.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, it was huge. It's probably about half a litre, like the cup. It was it was massive.
And so, E.T. as a young pup, just that's the role. After a big dinner, everyone's cleaning up. Dad, as the high chief he is in the family, he's sitting down watching TV, calls out Eti, or he'd call it Eki, tell her to bring a cup of tea. So she'd make this big pot of brewing hot tea. But that wasn't, that's one step. Make the tea, 2 or 3 tea bags in it. Make sure it's brewing and it's hot. It's got to be really hot. Carry that over without spillage. As you get, probably a clip. Yep. Catch a stray.
Is this where is the tea right now? Sorry, in a big pot, like you've actually made a shitload.
No,
it's in this big thing, but it looks like a small pot. Right. Looks like a small saucepan. So she would take it over, plonk it down, but her job's not over yet. So the next job is she's got to stand there by the TV. Dad's watching TV, and she has to fan it.
Shut up!
Fan the
Don't
tea.
lie.
Well, who has to fan? You got it. Someone's got to call it down.
No, you're lying now.
I'm sure you said this.
No, we had to put it in a bowl of water.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
Call
yeah.
it
Sorry.
down.
Let me
You're
run that back. Run that back.
talking
Run that back. I do not want to talk ill of my father. He's great. Treat me well. Rest in peace. So,
Never the truth ruin a story. Though.
yeah. Like, you run it back. You tell me.
No, I don't want to talk about my daddy.
So you'd have to bring it in, and then you'd have to put this big saucepan type cup in
In a bowl of cold water.
a bowl of cold water to cool it down.
That's another moving part, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking X's and O's with the 4 minutes and leading it, but that's a whole different kettle.
I want a hot tea, but I want you to cool it down. At the same time.
So how long would it sit in the water for? What was
Until
it?
it cools down. It was nuts, and as soon as it was cooled down, he would scull it back like a tequila shot.
Hey. Kind of defeats the purpose, I think.
I know. That's why I was like, man, if you just want to drink, just ask for Rara or something. Gosh.
Oh, who am I to argue with High Chief? I'm just a peasant tea drinker over here.
Okay, brother. Oh, excuse me. I love your selection. I don't want to scull it until we've sort of delved into mine. So, I've gone with another Kiwi classic, and you'll see it on the weekend at Bunnings, on the weekend at Mitre 10. It's the snag. It's sausage sizzle. Every barbecue, I think every kid in New Zealand has had one of these before.
Absolute staple.
And
delicious as well.
Now, I've gone with the butter. Unfortunately, sorry, my bro. I've buttered the shit out of this thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to treat us today.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I get my cholesterol clogged, thank you.
So, it's just standard sausage. There's no cheese in this. I've just left it
Huge
there.
fan of that. Yeah. Cheese and a snag.
Yeah.
No time for it.
Okay. So I was going to go all in and put the onions and the cheese and make this look like this big fancy hot dog. But I'm like, why would I? This is how I eat them.
Correct. Good on you.
So I've left you to do whatever condiments you want. There's tomato, there's mustard, there's spicy boys. What I would recommend, if you do want a little kick, now, our friends who supply us lots of sauce, spicy boys, shout out to you boys. They've actually got this yeehaw sauce, this barbecue sauce. Now you can see this little taster that I've got is nearly empty because I've been yeehawing it down.
All the way down in the rodeo.
Yeah. You can see the boys' faces on there. I just recommend a little dab in one of your corner if you want to try that. If you want to just change the classic up.
All right.
So have a whiz of that.
I shall.
Let me know what you think.
Would you mix this with the tea sauce as well, or you
put the tea sauce on?
Yeah.
Yeah. And shout out to Waddies who haven't supplied us with the Waddies, but free advertising.
You're welcome. So I'm gonna go tea sauce on that side on the top. Okay. I've got the hot sauce on the other side.
Okay. And it is more barbecued than hot. So I'm not gonna burn your face off like we have each other previously. So I'm a tea sauce guy.
I was really hoping to hear you inhale and exhale for 15 minutes.
Yeah. And I actually love mustard. Yeah, I need mustard on my. Now I used to love mustard and tomato sauce. I used to just have bread, butter, and tomato sauce sandwiches.
So yeah, so does my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up on them. Shout out to Jeff.
Yeah. So me and Jeff, it's not a weird thing.
No.
Okay.
Well, but it is. But there's more weirdos in the world than there's you. But
I like that. I live in my own little bubble.
Yeah. Sure, bro.
Cheers, bro.
That's a good snag.
I haven't gone with the white bread.
No, it's best. Was this honey grain or something? Yeah. Soft when you like when you see it, it turns into like 3 mils thick where it meets the sausage. That's the ticket, bro.
Tell me, what is that barbecue? Can you taste the barbecue?
Yep. But I describe it as tangy, perhaps.
Tangy. I like that. Now I'm gonna dab me some because I love it.
The spicy boys certainly complements the tea sauce. I probably could have gone less tea sauce. Got my ratios a little bit off.
Okay. I did throw you off with the yeehaw.
Yeah, I should have gone more yeehaw.
Yeah.
And less tea sauce.
Now, if you are really adventurous, Spicy Boy's doing really nice chipotle sauce. Love this with my nachos. If you just want to kick, now you're rocking up to Bunnings or Mitre 10. It's not there, right? You bring it home and you're trying to spice up your life. I'm going to go off the chipotle, the barbecue, and the tea sauce.
Might actually get on that. Mitre 10 and Bunnings should start getting Spicy Boys as a sponsor, and it can always be there. Oh, where were you in the weekend? I was reading the story. You were somewhere with Spicy Boy sauce. You updated somewhere?
Yep, we went to Chihuahua, Mexican restaurant that my daughter really loves. Just below Fat Eddie's.
Never been there. What's that? New museum or something?
Along the strip, revitalised CBD in Christchurch. Can't go wrong with a sausage sizzle. That's my plate.
Have you never been to Fat Eddie's? I'm sure they have cameras there with your past activities.
I'm hoping those cameras have been redistributed past the environment.
Footage deleted after 24 hours.
I'm sure the bouncer remembers you too.
Well, I'll tell you what. The bouncers at Fat Eddie's and any of those clubs would be very biased. I've come in sober, dry as whistle. It's still denied in some of those places, establishments.
That's because you look broke. Oh, this guy's not spending any money.
Well, that's
Bugger off.
the no donation look, which is what we got called when we were in Hollywood for our honeymoon. Walking past, seeing buskers everywhere. Fuck, they're just doing all sorts of crazy shit.
The most successful honeymoon of all time, wasn't it?
Right, yeah, well, we managed to make it through. I think still got time. And we got told by a busker playing drums on the plastic containers and shit. Not drum set, but just everyday items. Amazing. We went past and just watching, and then the busker just stopped.
As you walk past them.
As we walked past them, looked at us and looked at my wife and just, you've got that no donation look.
Spray. That no donation.
And we were like, oh shit, you're right. Because we're on our bare bones this trip, but
you're bang on, brother.
You don't get the show. You don't get the show. Move on, girl.
Oh, true. So what, you waited to be out of earshot and then start drumming again?
Yeah. He's like, don't stop.
Just got binned off.
That's America to a T, right?
I actually, last time I was out, which was ages ago, in the Christchurch city, you know, I usually get the similar questions. Oh, yeah, where you been tonight? How many you had? You're just trying to play the field.
Yeah.
What was one bouncer that he goes, "G'day, mate. What do you know?" I went, "Oh, that's new.
That's broad.
That's new." And I fumbled it, you know. I was like, "Shit."
Did you go too much detail?
And then, but the next weekend, went back, and it was the same guy. I was like, "Oh no, I'm ready this time."
Yeah.
And I know that some of the boys the weekend before had some success. So I just, "G'day, mate. What do you know?" I said, "Oh, I know. Steamrollers don't roll steam." Fantastic, and you go. Straight in. Thanks for coming. So I try to have all these kind of facts ready to go. What do you know, mate? Oh, the best thing about Switzerland is the flag's big plus. Oh, yeah, nice. See you later. You just got to have something to offer.
Because he knows that cognitively,
that if I'm firing something that quick, Albie, that in that echelon of expertise, then this guy can't be inebriated. He knows too much.
I love that.
Yeah, he's too quick. So if that's a tip for the young bucks out there, always have something. Have something ready to go.
I like that. I don't know if I could be that quick. I'm a guy that holds a lot of knowledge. I can't retain it in terms of or bring it out at the right times.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like we'll finish this potty and then I'll be lying down tonight and think, oh yeah, I should have brought that up. You know,
you're just a big absorber.
Yeah, I'm a big sponge. Look at me.
Big sponge that can't be squeezed. Because then, that's when the knowledge would ooze out. But
I've just finished my tea. That was a really nice, and this was my breakfast actually. I hadn't eaten anything before this.
I had a couple of humble whippets. That was it beforehand. But
yeah, I enjoy that. Look, we're going to take a break, hear from our sponsors and our friends, and we'll be back and we'll talk a bit more.
See you on the other side.
Hey.
This episode is fired up by our mates at Spicy Boys Limited.
Jay and the team have gone from farmers markets to supermarket shelves across Te Waipuna.
We're talking about the Oi Oi and the Yearboy and the OG. If you want to spice up your life, you need a bottle of this in your pantry right now. Spicy Boys. Local heat, world-class flavour.
Spicy.
No, my hoki mai. E whana mai, whakaro mai nā. Welcome
back
to this week's Hot Takes, sponsored by Spicy Boys. This is a segment where Albie and I each give you our hot take of the week, of the year, or the hot take of what's on top.
It's going to be a hot take or a hot tickle. Let's see what's heating up.
There's been hot tickle the last couple of weeks, so
Yes, it's been.
Well, my hot take is, bro, this time of year, at time of recording, it's the first week back of school. Primary school, secondary school.
Feeling it.
So back at Mahi for us, our kids back at school as well. And my hot take is that primary school teaching is harder than secondary school teaching. And it's not even close. It's like it'd be like the Springston Div 1 rugby team playing the Crusaders. Ooh. It'd be like the Hornby Panthers Div 2 against the New South Wales Cup Wars.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, it is still hard. Teaching is a hard gig.
Yeah.
And if you're not a teacher, maybe you don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
But primary school's harder, bro. I have spent 5 years being a primary school teacher.
Okay. You look really prepared, bro, because you've got notes.
Yeah, I got notes.
Like you're a teacher here. Like this is teacher.
Well, I have never used a notebook in my teaching career.
But not a physical one. Maybe a AI one.
But my wife got me this notebook. She says it'll be really good. You could drop some notes down for school, and I've only used it for my podcasting thoughts late at night. So that's what I'm using. What did I say? 5 years. 5 years at primary.
Yeah.
And 3 different schools part-time. And there was also a year of relieving and stay-at-home dadding. So I probably taught in a dozen primary schools.
Okay.
I'm 2 high schools, but been full-time in high school for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So you got a good experience.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the truth.
Okay.
First of all, it's about January the 15th, 20th.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a high school teacher, you're probably doing a bit of planning on the computer. You're probably going to try to get your ducks in a row. If you're a primary teacher, you're doing that. But you're also going into your classroom.
Okay.
You're fucking around with the desks.
Yeah,
you're setting up. You're printing off name tags for the desks. For the reading groups, for the different groups on the containers that hold the books, on the book hooks. Because some kids get flustered when they don't know where to put their stuff on the first day. So you're doing all of that.
Yeah.
You're cleaning the desks, you're wiping them down. You're arranging them in different groups and you're getting intel from the teacher on last year. Oh, this person sits to this person and all that.
Yeah.
On the 15th of Jan, mate. I was in there when I was teaching. I had my wife was in there, my 2 kids were in there, helping me put things on the wall and all that carry on, you know? Yeah, okay, it might not be the most strenuous mentally, but you still got to do it. It's still time on tools. And then the kids come, and you got to organise all the stationery, all the spare pens, glue sticks. You got to have things ready for there. You got to have them all organised so the kids can find them. Because if all right, go get your pens. Well, where are they? All that sort of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of admin.
And this might really shock you, Albie, but I wasn't very good at that. I wasn't very good at the artwork and the super organisation of all the beautiful things.
None of your own finger painting on the walls?
Hey, but it was better than me. I'd draw things and the parents were like, oh my god, it's so great that the kids can draw like that. I'm like, it's me, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're into your teaching.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you have your class and you're teaching them all day, all year, which can be fantastic because you really build those relationships with the kids. It's awesome. And I think and when you're with a 5-year-old to 11-year-old, they kind of like you. You talk to them for 5 minutes and they're on board.
Yeah.
13 to 17-year-old, you might take a bit more convincing, might take a bit more effort, which can be rewarding in its own sense.
Yeah.
But you're with these kids all day. high school, you might teach them for an hour and a half a day, 2 hours a day, maybe if you have them for a couple of classes, and then they go off and to their other teachers. But primary, you have them all day, and when you have them, when you're in the class, you are on. You're on the whole time. You are putting out fires. You are. Jimmy's over there because he's crying because his pencil snapped. Old mate over there is crying because he got scored on at football, and now the boys are roasting him because he's shit at football. You got the girls over here trying to decide whose pitch is better. You're just constantly putting out fires, and I haven't even talked about the teaching. You haven't even taught them anything yet. Then you try get more on the mat. You explain, okay, this is double and halving team. This is a multiplication strategy, and how you can work out multiplication. It is hard, but then at high school it's still hard. Yep, you might need to know your level 2 calculus. I don't know that. That's hard. Yep. So you mentally, academically it's harder. But okay, you might explain it, model it, but then you might have some time where you can sit when you're sitting as a teacher at high school, especially if the kids are doing assessments and you're not allowed to help them. You park up and you might get some admin done or some planning done or some marking done then. But as a primary school teacher, there is not a single moment where you can just be like, oh, sweet.
There's no nap time? Do they still do nap time?
No, they don't do nap time. What's they do nap time?
Well, then I'm thinking, my teacher must have, because I had a few teachers that forced nap time. Nap time was mindfulness and nap time where we had to lie down straight after lunch, steaming, hot. I'm sweating. I probably didn't go to the toilet because I was too busy playing bull rush. And I'm just like lying there in the heat. And it was like, lie down flat, close your eyes. I'm playing the song and just breathe in, just breathe in. Now I'm thinking, holy shit, she just needed to sit down.
Yeah, it's breathe time. It is.
I need to try and bring back the memories and think, did she have a cuppa? Did she have a cuppa in her hand? Is this the only time my primary school teacher could get a break from wee Energizer Bunny Albie, who just wouldn't shut the fuck up, wouldn't stay seated down.
She's just trying to get you lie down.
Nap time. Yeah. But then I love nap time. Yeah. So I can't do that now.
Well, there's mindfulness time. I remember like doing kind of like yoga and stuff.
Yeah.
That's always tough because you got a class of 30 and you've got 4 Muppets and the laughing at each yoga move you do and like so it's less actual mindfulness and more.
I get that. Yeah.
Trying to pull kids into line.
Yeah.
So that kind of almost got to be like constantly engaged. I remember when I first came to high school, year 10 camp. Yeah. And we're on the bus, and we were slightly early to the activity, maybe 10 minutes, and the guy running the activity was a bit late. Yeah. So we just sit in the bus for 20 minutes, and nothing happened. The kids just sat there and talked to each other, and I was thinking to myself, holy shit! If this was primary school, if you had 45 8-year-olds in here, it would be we actually couldn't do it. You couldn't. You would have to driven down the road to the park and
change the whole program. Let them burn some steam.
Exactly. Yeah. But then you try to do that. You try to go down to the park and let them blow some steam off, run off. Yeah. But you can't do that either. No, because they'll bugger off and you'll lose them. Yeah. Years ago, there was sports at Hagley Park. Yeah. And I was taking the hockey team or something, and we had to walk back from kind of the bus stop over to like the hockey field was like kind of opposite the hospital, opposite Hagley College. But for the buses, we had to go all the way back on the other side, past the Nipple Courts.
Had to walk all the way across.
Yes. And you got to line them up. Yeah. And you got to make sure you got to number them off. And you got to,
Yeah, walking the line.
Yeah. And then I numbered them off. Here we go, 8 kids. And we come, and I started talking to one of the kids. All right, what, blah, blah, blah. And we're back, all right. Counting on the bus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mine's gone.
Oh, my God.
I'm one short. I'm like, oh my God. Looking around, I'm like, surely he's just gone to the loo or something. All right, send the kid, go in the loo, check if old mate's there. Nah, not there. Not there. Now it's like 2:45. Still not there. 2:50. We're going to be late back to school, which is a big deal at primary school because the parents are right there. It's not just like, kids aren't just walking home usually.
The kiss and go zone. You can't stay at the kiss and go zone for too long.
Exactly. Yeah. Then I get this call. The kid's gone into the netball courts, into the building, upstairs, into the elevator, talking to the office lady.
Where's my teacher?
That's the trouble. So then it relays back to me. I go back over there. It's 3 o'clock by the time we leave Hagley Park. Absolute casserole. So you've got to be on. And as soon as your moment of concentration lapses, or the kids can sense that you're weak, that's when you're down. That's when they get you. I reckon it's easier. It's easier being a bad high school teacher compared to a bad primary school teacher. If you're a bad high school teacher, yeah, it's rough. Like you'll get some bad results. The kids might not like you. You might take a few sprays.
Yeah.
But if you're a bad primary school teacher and you can't engage these kids and you can't have them in your palm of your hand, then you'll get eaten alive by 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Not because they're mean or nasty, because they will just run over top of you and you'll run out of steam.
Yeah.
Last primary school I was at, there was a high school reliever that came for my class. And I was still at school doing reports and stuff. And I said, oh, yeah, how'd it go? She goes, I will never teach primary school again.
Yeah.
That's me. One and done. I said,
Wow.
fair enough. All the best. Go well.
She didn't have nap time in her toolkit.
No nap time. And that's the other thing. Release time. Release time.
This is a big one. Yeah, I agree with you on this one.
Release time, if you're a high school teacher, you get 5 hours off a week. So you get, and it's not, so it's a day a week. And schedule in your timetable where you are off contact. You're not teaching that one. So that's one day a week. Primary school teachers nowadays, back in my day, mate, it was two days a term. Now it's 5 days a term, so it's 1 day every 2 weeks.
That's rough.
So it's half as much as high schools.
Yeah.
But the fact is, Albie, when you're at high school, you don't have a class.
Speak.
You don't have a class to teach at that time, right? You're off because your class isn't there.
Yeah.
When you're at primary school, your class is still there.
Yeah.
You still have to plan for them. You still have to prepare the lessons, and that's the relief for a primary school is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And especially if you're lucky and you have a release teacher at your school, that their job, they are contracted to do all the release for each teacher.
Okay.
And sometimes they do their own planning, which is like gold. Hold on to those people. But otherwise you're planning. It would take me probably 2.5 hours to plan my day that I wasn't going to teach. Because you've got to script, this is how the spelling program works.
Yeah.
For this group, for reading, they're reading this book, these are the questions.
Yeah.
And you've got 5 reading groups.
Yeah.
This is how you're teaching them how to read. This is what they're writing at the moment. This kid can read and also here's the behaviour section. This is what this kid needs. Don't do this with this kid.
Yeah.
Don't sit this kid with this kid. And then you get back from your release day.
Yeah.
Like, I got. Hold on. I'll get to what you do in your release day in a second. But you get back into your class the next day, and it's absolute casserole. The kids are all out of kilter after one day because the poor reliever didn't know them so well.
Yeah.
Anyway, on your release day,
Okay.
as a primary school teacher, the kids learn so quick. And so you have to constantly assess where they're at because they're learning how to read and write.
Yeah.
And it's also because hopefully they're making gains so quickly.
Yeah.
So your release time at primary school is doing testing.
Yeah.
Like one-on-one testing. So you're at school, you pull out one kid at a time and you test them in their maths.
Yeah.
Or test them in their running record or a gloss test for maths.
Yeah, get it.
And so it takes 15 minutes each kid. And that's what you're doing. So there's 2, maybe 3 of your 5 days of the term gone. And you still got to do your reports and your planning and all that. It is hard. Yes, you still mark at high school. I get it. Yeah, you do. And I've marked 50 10-page Year 10 social science reports last year. Yeah, I mean, that takes a while.
Yeah.
But you're doing that maybe once or maybe twice a term.
Yeah.
Compared to constantly.
Yeah.
As a primary school teacher.
You got to keep testing little Jimmy.
Absolutely.
Because tomorrow he could have just learned that word.
Yeah.
So you got to reassess.
Yeah.
Can he understand now?
What else can he do?
Yeah.
100%. And it's not, reading, writing, and maths, yep. But what about, how's he doing in drama? How's he doing in science?
Yeah.
What about, can he throw a ball yet? You've got to do all these things. Dance, Me teaching dance and science. Good luck to those kids learning anything on those subjects.
What was the dancing? What was
Hey?
your go-to?
Hey?
What was your go-to?
Oh, it was more but just on all those things on YouTube.
Just dance.
Just dances.
Just dance.
That was me. That was my dance curriculum. The poor kids. Then they had some other, the teacher next to me, there's a great dance teacher teaching routines and all these different things. Not in my class, brother.
I think Eric Stanford, the Minister of Education, loves a bit of a just dance.
Yeah.
It's like the kind of person that loves a bit of just dance.
Yeah. She comes into observe, get some just dance in there. Alright, I'm nearly finished my rant. What else have I got? Learning support. So if you're in a high school, you have people that help you.
Yeah.
Pastorally, with behaviour, with learning. You can make, this kid I'm making this observation about this kid. I'm going to refer them to you. They help you. Oh, yep, let's try this, or let's get this person in. Let's do some testing here. If you're at a primary school, and especially a small primary school, it's you doing all those referrals. Your learning support or your SENCO, your special education needs coordinator, they might be teaching as well. They have their own class.
Yeah.
So they don't have all the time in the world just to come help you. It's all on you.
Yeah.
And so you've got to move and shake to get things done. Last thing, I think. The bane of my existence.
Okay, what? Hit me.
Pack up time. pack up time.
End of day pack up?
End of day pack
Okay.
up. Horrendous.
Yeah.
Horrendous. It takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to set every kid a job. So on the duty roster, Albys on bins.
Yeah.
Oh, Hamish was on the floor. The floor was always no one want to be on the floor, and you needed like 8 people on the floor.
Yeah.
The floor's cactus by the time the end of the day comes around. Then you've got kids who just bunk off in the toilets. Oh, sneak off. I don't go to the toilet, sir, and they just sit in there for 15 minutes. But I'm not going in there. You know what I mean? No thanks.
Yeah.
Then you've got the gun kids, oh yeah, I'll help you, I'll clean this up, and they're just going like mad.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to praise those kids. Oh, what a great job! Yeah, you get a reward. Yeah. Oh shit, what are you doing over there? No, do this. Oh no, what? You're not outside. We're not playing right now. Get back in here. And then so by the time 3 o'clock comes around, you're not keeping them in.
Yeah.
You're like, well, their parents are waiting outside. All right, everyone stay in here.
Yeah, so it's clean.
Yeah, so what? You're gonna growl at the kids last thing before they go to see their parents. No, you're not. So then they leave. My class is still cut, so I'm round there till 3:30, packing shit up. God, and every time I'm thinking, need to pack up earlier,
How long's pack up then? What's the ideal time for pack up at the end of a primary school teacher's day?
You got to be starting at no later than 2:40 for a 3 o'clock day.
Yeah. So
No later.
or else you're cooked. You're going to be cleaned up after.
Exactly. Otherwise, it's on you. And which is, you learn that. I mean, that's on me. That maybe not be a primary school. Maybe that's just poor organisation. Yeah. Maybe a lot of these are just poor organisation on my part. But I think I know everything, and that's what I think.
Yeah, I love that. And then it makes me think, actually, when we ask our own kids to clean up their rooms, it could take a half day.
That's true.
So you're trying to get 30 kids. Yeah. And then I'm thinking maybe nap time doesn't work anymore because I'm assuming you're teaching when you're in primary school in an area where there's multiple classes in the one build. So you don't have the 4 walls.
No, good luck trying to nap 60 at once.
Yeah, so Mrs. Swan knew she could shut doors.
Yeah.
Baking in the room. Little Albie needs this because he is bloody fired up and wired.
He's cranked up there.
Wired. He's like ready to just run wreck and show. So shut doors, it's hot, steam and lie down, fall asleep. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, look, there's so many points there. I agree. Like, especially the non-contact time. Again, if we're doing a lot of teacher speak here, non-contact time is just a lot of time for a teacher to do some planning. Have a break because sometimes lunchtime and break times in the school isn't break time. You've got duties. You've got other jobs. Meetings. Sport meetings. You've got to go off site. You've got to do testing or whatever. So, yeah, I definitely feel that primary school teachers around that non-contact time they have a real shot. Like you're saying, 5 a term.
5 a term. That's only just changed to 5 a term.
Yeah,
too.
with the latest agreement, the collective agreement. That's crazy. That's crazy. Where we as high school teachers have it in our timetable of, unless you're a full-time teacher teaching every hour that you're meant to be teaching without holding any kind of units that allow you a bit of time to do that job. You've got some time. It might not be every day, but you've got time built into your week where you've got some. Okay, I can get some work done.
Yeah, and that's what cooked me. That's why I'm not teaching primary now because I just couldn't get the balance right.
Yeah.
And when the two kids came, when they were Murph, I could because you got to do all that stuff in your own time at home, and I wasn't going to do it. I wanted to be with my kids.
Yeah.
So they're near in bed.
Yeah.
Now doing my work from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Yeah. Do you think as you have gotten better in your experience and learnt more, do you feel like it's just part of the unfortunate grind as a beginning teacher to go through?
Definitely. There's a part of that.
Yeah.
I was definitely a deer in the headlights at the start.
Yeah.
But overall, I just don't think that the conditions that we put our primary school teachers in is long term.
Yeah.
And so when I went to Mila's school this week, she's got an amazing teacher. Yeah. Like, beautiful personality, kind as. Yeah. Been doing it for maybe 10, 15 years or something. Yeah. That's impressive to me. Yeah. Like those teachers.
That long.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Those teachers are genuine angels. They need to be preserved at all costs because it's hard. Yeah. And maybe another thing I didn't say. Not many blokes in primary school teaching. Which is just the nature of the beast. Yeah. But I also found that quite tough. Yeah. When you spend all day talking to kids and so you're looking forward to talking to adults. into the staff room, but we're talking recipes, we're talking morning routines. Lovely wahine, awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm much more enjoying, the male to female ratio that we currently have.
Yeah.
Where I can talk a bit more naturally about sport.
Yeah.
About stuff that happens.
I'll just plonk in your office now and then and just just talk a lot of shit. And
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing too, about the non-contact time.
Yeah.
Or about being in a space with lots of teachers, is you actually get to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Often when you have that non-contact time as a primary school teacher, it's just you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's no one else around. Everyone's teaching. Everyone's
exactly.
in the garage.
Which can be great. I guess you can get some work done, get that testing done.
Yeah.
But I'm a bloke and I'm a teacher. I need bodies around me. Otherwise, this hen noise goes through the roof. Talk to me.
Okay. So when I see you, because when I walk past your office and you look locked in, I'm thinking, am I going to interrupt him? I'm just coming in. Usually, you know me at work. I'm sort of just like walking all the time. I need to get A to B because I'm late for C. So okay. Now I know that. Okay, he doesn't mind if I
come on.
How are you going? Yeah. Well, what are we thinking about next episode?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. So now I appreciate when my daughter's teacher emails us after the first few days and just saying how amazing she is. She helps at pack up time. That's a key word. A really good learner that sets a good example. Now I realise is actually you need some of those stars.
You sure do.
In your class to just get shit done.
Yeah.
So Cora's one of those kids where I was the complete. I don't know where she gets it from. Maybe were you a good kid at primary?
Shaking the head.
We're me and my siblings. We yes, I played up. Yeah, I was a little shitbag, but my mum was heavily involved in our primary schools time, and so my mum worked at the canteen. My mum was part of the PTA kind of stuff. So she was in and around. So if I was in trouble, she'd know about it just like that. And I remember one time I got kicked out of class. You get removed. You have to sit on the floor in the other class.
Yeah.
And so removed out of my class, sit down in the next class, and she was working in the canteen. So she was coming around to collect all the lunchtime buckets that deliver food.
Yeah.
And so she came in, and then I was like, I seen her in the corner. I was like, shit, Mum's here. She walked in. She walked past me. I was in the walkway, sitting on the floor, facing the wall. Walked in. She collected room 4's bloody lunch basket. Came past. I thought, sweet, she didn't see. Stopped by me, and then she goes, kicks, oi, wait till you get home. And then just kept walking out, and everyone was just like.
The impending
But
danger.
it wasn't like the ha ooh. Everyone was like, ooh yeah, you're gonna get it.
You go and get it.
Yeah, we know your mum. You're gonna get it.
No laughing.
Yeah. So that it wasn't until when I got to high school, in early days high school, where she wasn't part of. I was lucky. She was part of all of my other siblings' high school journeys, but she was back at full-time work by the time I got there, and then I just let rip.
So young Albie found his freedom and played up.
Just played up. Year 9 and 10, I was a wreck. I was just that kid who was about to get kicked out for being such a shit. But what drew you to primary? Like, you talk about all this shit.
Yes.
But what initially drew Mr. Drummond to primary train? Because primary training in itself is a journey. Right,
yeah.
You've got to do a bit of study.
Yeah, three-year degree.
Yeah.
Compared to like if you're a maths teacher, you might do a maths degree and then do a 1-year postgrad in teaching.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Go on, help me.
Well, what age did you start primary teaching?
My first ever class.
Yeah. Like when was your first job? When did you graduate? And then did you graduate and then go straight into finish high school, straight into uni?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Well, growing up, Mum and Dad were always were teachers.
Okay.
Dad was a principal. Yeah, the Māori Te Hunanui School in Nelson. And Mum was a teacher. Mum actually taught me at Henley Primary a few times.
She was your teacher.
Well, she was like, I think might have been one of those release teachers.
Okay.
And so I'd get it every so often, and man, I thought it was cool. Hey, Mum, like in class, like love it. And growing up, I was like, I'm never going to do that. Because I see how hard they work, and then what they come home with. I'm like, nah, that's not me.
Yeah.
But then at high school and stuff, I did like coach junior teams and coach cricket and footy and that. And I was like, that was cool. Yeah. But I was still like, nah, I still won't do it. So I didn't even think I was going to go to uni. Scraped through NCA level 3, achieved, and then got a job concrete labouring for my cricket coach.
Yeah.
Have I talked about that?
No.
And holy, that opened my eyes.
Just the real world.
The real world, big time.
Grind, 40-hour weeks.
Oh, and some.
And the labourer job, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I'd gone from going to school, coming home, Mum would make me pikelets fucking every other afternoon, getting stuck into half a packet of Tim Tams, watching Hannah Montana and iCarly, get dinner, and then whatever.
Yeah.
Me. And then all of a sudden, I'm up at 5, walking up to my boss's place. We'd drive to the yard. There's like 10 of us.
Yeah.
Or I'm like 18.
Yeah.
Oh, 17. About to turn 18 that year. And I'm in it.
Yeah.
And I am shit at concrete placing. And if you're, that was the first time I probably really experienced constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Holy.
I love that.
Yeah. Because so we're talking patios, we're talking driveways, we're talking footpaths, right? Yeah. And so it's my job to rake the concrete back. Yeah. There's a screed, like a big flat piece of, let's just say a big plastic with a level on it. And that person is pulling the concrete to make sure it's level and flat. The people behind them are supposed to rake the excess concrete back, so it's not super heavy for the screed person to pull, which is understandable because that's hard. That's the hardest job by far. The screed. I never in my 18 months working there graduated the screed. I was too shit.
Okay.
And so I'm raking. Yeah. And then I get that. Hey! Get that shit out of here! Pull it back! What are you doing? Can you not see these lumps here? And I'm looking down. I can't see the lumps. I can't. It looks pretty flat to me. Move it! And then the worst part with the screed, they put the screed down, stand up. Give me the rake then. Give me a rake then. Rake it back himself. Thrust it back in my hands. That's what it's looking like. Shit. And then, because it took me a few months to get this raking thing sorted. Holy! And then sometimes I go rake. Hemi, there's no creek there. There's no creek. There's a hole. Fill the hole. I'm just like trembling with my rake. I'm trying to. I just can't wait to get paid my $15 an hour. Yeah. Oh, but that was honestly, that was so good for me. I was a bit of a virgin, like thinking back. Yeah. Real quite naive. Yeah. But it was so good for me to just be with proper fellas. Yeah.
And then Van ripped off real early. There's no pussyfooting around. No. Hey Hamish, like what can we do better next time?
None of that shit. No professional growth cycle. Yeah. I'll tell you right to your face, you are shit. You're making my day really hard. Sorry about it. Okay, And then, but I got a little bit better. But geez, it was a grind.
18 months you stayed in it.
Yeah. So I'd go. Yeah. So that whole year. Did that, and then every summer, that year finished, and I was like, I've got to go to uni,
I'm done with this.
I can't. And so I looked at all the degrees. I was like, I'm going to go to Dunedin. And then I looked at all the degrees, and I was like, actually, I'm going to try teaching. Yeah. But that was still a wake up call too. Yeah. Teaching. I remember my first placement down at George Street Normal Primary School. I'm probably say it was 10 years ago. School. Mrs. Dunn, shout out to you if you're still there. It was my first ever placement, and you just go for a day or 2 days. Yeah. And I'd just done. We had to do this massive portfolio on behaviour. So Vygotsky and Piaget, the development stages.
Yeah. These are just scholars who write things about behaviours and methods of connecting and how to correct them, but the psychology of it, it's like the real psychology part of teaching.
Pavlov's dogs.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm writing these like reports on each of them, and it'd be like 2,000 words each. So it's like a 20,000 word thing. Yeah. Naturally, I leave it last minute, and I'm doing it all night it's due on Tuesday. Yeah. I'm doing it all night on Monday. Yeah. Like I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep a wink. Sorry. I'm up every single second, and I finished it at like 7:20 in the morning. Yeah. I'm like, okay, print it off, give it to my mate who's going to take it down to that drop-off spot because I have to go to school. Yeah. All right, I'm in the shower, haven't slept at all, and I go to school for my first ever placement. Met the teacher at Lovely. I'm in a year 3 class. I'm sitting there at the back of the classroom. I'm sitting alongside the kids, and I just bang. I'm out. I'm asleep, head down. Yeah. And then the next thing I just hear this I feel this knocking on my leg, and it says, Mister, you're asleep. Wake up. And I just look up. And the whole class is looking straight at me, So as a teacher, I was like, oh shit, what a start. Well, I was like, maybe I should go make bloody concrete. I'm about to get thin here.
Where's the rake? Where's the rake? Little Timmy, give me the rake.
Oh, I recovered from that. The teacher was a legend. You know, I told her the situation. She was like, hey, yeah. Her expectations were obviously low. That's the first time in class.
Okay, now I understand why you fell asleep in class.
And so the next day, I'm doing a lesson.
Yeah.
And I've never taught a lesson before. And I'm thinking, I don't know. No, you don't think, how hard can it be?
Yeah.
So I planned this lesson talking about nouns and metaphors. I'm going to read a story, and I'm going to talk about, nouns and adjectives, it was.
Yeah.
Adjectives, describing words.
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
I do get mixed up on those.
So they're tricky.
Yeah.
And so I read the story, and then in the story there was kind of like a song in the picture book.
Yeah.
And it was like knick knack paddywhack.
Give a dog a bone.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't. So I read the story. and said, "Oh right, here we go, team. Yeah, let's just sing that song." And we started singing it. I was like, "All right, and faster. This is rhythm. We're gonna and faster." And I was like, "All right, who thinks we can do it any faster?" And this kid goes, "No, we can't. This sucks." I'm like, "Oh, right, no, we're gonna do it anyway." And we did it a third time, and then I was like, "All right, and lesson done." So that was like my 20 minutes. You know, the teacher was still there. Like the other student teacher was there. You know, still was absolute abomination. She goes, "Oh," afterwards, after school, she goes, "Well, how was that?" Hamish, how did that lesson? "Oh, that was all right." She goes, "What are you trying to teach them?" I said, "Oh, I was supposed to teach them about nouns and adjectives." She goes, "Yeah."
But you talked about rhythm.
"Yeah. But did you do that?" I said, No, I just sung the song. And that's when I dawned on me, I was like, oh, like, you actually have to teach them stuff. Ding! Oh, right, you don't just, there's actually a bit more to this.
Yeah.
But hey, that was...
And that's why we do teaching placements.
Yeah.
Like, anyone thinking about teaching, you actually get a wee crack at it before you just jump into the career.
Yeah.
So you go off, you sign up for your qualification, and it's called placements, and they're really important.
They are.
Because you get your training wheels are still on. There's a bit of leeway. No one's at you with the scraper, hurling abuse
on the screen.
on the screen, just hurling abuse. Your teaching lead, or what we call it, your associate teacher. They're the people that look after you on your 8-week, 10-week placement, and they're the ones that are giving you feedback. And you obviously made it through.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it once I actually locked in and realised. Yeah.
But it's in your DNA. Like, your parents, the teachers, your dad's a principal. You've seen it, and you sort of naturally went through.
Your dad's a principal. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Let's go.
He was a DP at Hutt Intermediate in Wellington, and then to Hurnanui and Nelson. And then he was a principal coach. He used to mentor beginning teachers in the top of the South.
How good.
But he's retired now, just chipping away. Yeah.
So,
well, what about you then, brother?
Yeah,
I've taught up primary school teachers this whole time, and you've been high school trained. Tell me about your journey then.
Well, it goes back to primary. I had really good primary school teachers. Mr. Gooley, shout out to you. I do not know if you're still alive or not, but shout out to you, Mr. Gooley.
Gooley, what a name.
Yeah, what a name, but great teacher.
Well, I'm good.
Just used to do rock and roll dancing. He used to show us his moves. Yeah, and there was a student in the class who also did rock and roll dancing. So I'm just thinking about replaying it now. Him and the student rock and roll dancing. I'm just like, would you and I grab a student and rock and roll dance today in front of the class? Probably not. Shout out to Mr. Gooley.
But he had some personality.
Yeah, he did. Now I'm just replaying it in my head. I'm thinking, what are all the issues with this picture now?
What's such a go about that?
Yeah. But no, he was a great teacher. So there was Mr. Gooley. Then I had Mr. Hitchcock in intermediate. He was cool. So in Form 1, you stay with your class, your new class, and then you stay with that class to Form 2.
Yep.
I was naughty, so I got kicked out of that class and put into this other class with a whole bunch of kids. But
with Mr. Hitchcock,
he was cool. He Mr. Gooley and Mr. Hitchcock read stories in accents and read stories in like characters, and I loved that. And that's what I did with Cora and David when they were little. reading Lord of the Rings, or reading some book, or Harry McCleary, and you just or Tommy Potts with covered in spots, put on voices. Those are the teachers that really drew me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a very good reader. I had to do reading support, behaviour support. I had every fucking support, life support. I wasn't, learning didn't come natural to me.
Yeah.
But it was high school. High school was the one that it clicked for me. So always thought sport was going to be my thing. Year 9 hit, I was in a car accident with my brother, my sister, my brother-in-law. We were on our way to Nelson for my brother's. He was doing some kind of outdoor adventure course, and he graduated. So we were driving up with him for the graduation. Somewhere between, can't remember, but it was some hilly terrain. He sort of went over a rise, hit the edge, and sort of the car flipped. We're all upside down. Tweaked my neck, hurt a few cracks. That's pretty much my rugby done. So I didn't play any more sport for school after that. I mean, did little tweaks, and so I think we talked about sport injuries, like that game where I got knocked out in league. That was my last ever game of rugby league for school.
So what did you say this was when you were year 10?
Year 9. Yeah. Year 9. Rocked up. I was in the rugby academy.
Was it running good in the crash?
We survived, thankfully. Just some minor bruising and stuff like that. We got pulled out of the car by the people behind us, which was, thankfully, they were there. Sure. Otherwise we were stuck. But yeah, that injury ruined me. I really didn't play much rugby after that. And then it was like, okay, all my boys are doing the rugby thing. They're in the rugby academy. They're in the league academy. They're doing all those things. I'm not really going that way anymore. And it was Mātua Piripi. He was the key thing. Mātua Piripi, my history teacher. And he was gold. Again, a guy that just read stories in voices. I don't think he'd come with a lesson plan. He'd just literally come and just talk and tell stories. Right. About this battle, or about, that battle. And it was like...
They had you.
Had me. Him and then Mrs. Murphy, my geography teacher. They were just teachers that knew how to connect with a boy that really didn't know how to learn. And yeah, it was from there I was like, I think I might be a teacher one day. But I just scraped through NCA level 3, like you say yourself. But I worked for probably 17, 18, 19, 20. Worked for 5 years. Furniture making, cabinetry, joinery, and retail. I worked 2 jobs.
And selling the furniture as well?
Nah. Retail, selling electronics, and then work weekdays.
How about you take this time to apologise for anyone that has brought to
So if anyone in the era period of 2005 to 2010, 11 brought any kind of cabinetry from Big Save or Smith City, and it's a little bit wobbly.
That's all you.
And I even put my signature in the back just because I was a shit stirrer.
It's your
little A for Albys. So if your furniture's a bit wobbly, it was most likely made by me. Now you talk about bosses the real workplace, time is money. Yeah. And you spend all afternoon building this big cabinet. Then I was sick the next day, and then the boys come home and they're like, "Oh, bro, Richard was pissed off with you." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "That whole cabinet, it was wobbly, it wasn't straight. He picked it up and just threw it to the ground and started stomping it and shooting with the nail gun, and he was smashing it with the nail gun." I was like, "Oh man," he said it was shit. So
you said the boys that come out though, because your brother's working there as well or something.
So yeah, by the time high school had finished, I was living with my mates. We were all working in the factory. So we were living together and working in the factory. Right. So
and they reported this to you.
They reported it to me.
Big Rich.
They were like,
not happy.
Bro, Richard was not happy, bro. He just picked the whole thing up, and it's this big, tall fucking cabinet, and he's throwing it down, manhandling it, probably just thinking, "This is Alby, you piece of shit." But once I sort of got the courage to do uni, I thought, fuck it, why not? So it's about when I was 20, just maybe 21, enrolled in university, and loved it. Met my wife to be Eti there. Met a whole bunch of people that I'm still very close to today. But
and just flat and just or you go into a hall or whatever?
No, it was local, so I still lived with my boys.
Yeah.
And then I just went to uni on my little nifty 50.
Yo.
Yeah. And battle through that because actually we both left uni after that year because you enjoyed it too much.
Yeah.
And then you start not going to lectures.
It is true.
And you start mucking around. You start going to the pub more than to the lectures. And so
You work on your taha wairoa.
That's it.
Your taha whānau too. Your
Yeah.
social
That's
and
it.
spiritual
It
side.
was very social. It was very social. So I gave that a break and then didn't go back until another 2 years.
So what were you doing for that year? You were doing history papers.
History papers, history and geography papers.
Oh,
Yeah. And then left. And then I came back.
We're back to make some cabinets. So
Yeah, I went back.
Well, Richard took you back.
Richard took me back because all the boys were there. Like, we were all mates. So they took me back. Yeah, it was rough going back there. And I realised, why have I come back here? Like, I just need to get it done. So went back during the earthquake years and then finished it. Yeah. Managed to get through university, got through teaching placements. Talk about teaching placements, eh? Like, teaching placements teach you and tell you soon enough if you're going to be a shit teacher if you don't change some things.
Yeah. Invaluable experiences, those. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember my first placement, I went back to my old high school and it was like, the prodigal son returns, Yeah, Arnui High School, shout out, before it got knocked down. And it was a bit dire because it was post-earthquake, so the place was falling apart and the staff had already just been told they're all getting made redundant in that school and they're changing things. So it was a bit sad going back, but it was also nice to come back to my old school.
And a bunch of your old teachers still there?
All of them. A big chunk of them.
What, Matua Piripi and...
Oh, no, he wasn't. No. Miss Murphy was.
Oh, nice.
And, just other teachers there. But I remember that placement in particular because I had a great associate. She was ruthless. And she told me straight up I was shit.
Yeah.
Like, she did not give me a good end of report, placement
End of
report.
prac report.
Yeah, and it just taught me, like, you know what? I've got to actually put the time in to this planning. I can't just show up and give good vibes.
Yeah.
I can't just be that teacher because I wasn't giving good vibes because I wasn't planned. So that's what I say. If you're thinking about teaching, you get a couple of shots, and that's when you can decide whether this is for me or not.
Yeah.
And in that time, I've had some student teachers who've quit and saying, it's not for me.
Yeah.
And it gives you 2 wee tasters of, is this going to be my career? And it's okay to walk away, or it's okay to push on through and persevere. But that placement helped set me up, and the second placement went amazing. Straight into a job at Hornby High School.
Yeah.
Shout out to them for giving me a shot. And the rest is history.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but I think it was a key people. Also, my mum was an inspiration in terms of her grind. She was raising us all by herself, 5 siblings.
Then what was her mahi when you mentioned that she went back to full-time work by the time?
Oh, she was just grinding. She was a cleaner at the hospital, but then she also had another job at the hospital in terms of TV service. So if you wanted Sky, you get the TV trolley, like the old school trolleys that you get in school. They bring in the VCR and the TV on the trolley.
Yeah.
You throw in the Power of One, and you watch Peskov having a box, and then just sitting there watching the screen TV. Everyone huddled around this little. It's no longer it's projectors now. Kids got it pretty cool. They can watch a movie with a projector.
She was studying too.
Hey.
Your mum was studying as well.
Yeah, and then So on top of working, she was also studying at Polytech. So that was inspirational. For her to post my dad leaving us, having to change her whole kind of, I can't be a stay-at-home mum, I need to grind, pay this mortgage, help the kids, be there for my kids and feed the kids.
What a beast.
On the bare minimum. So it's she was a big inspiration in terms of education. But push through. Loved teaching ever since. And the rewarding thing is just, in terms of when you talk about primary and high school, the rewarding thing for high school is seeing them grow from these, like me, just immature kind of bratty, kind of just finding their way, high school kids to the graduating to these cool kids. And then when you see them out, I don't know how many kids I've seen out in the pub or in the nightclubs or out of town, and it's just all good vibes. And he's like, I'm sorry, I was a shithead. It's like, it's all good, bro.
Didn't take it personally.
That's
part of it. Like,
look at you now. You're just thriving. Like,
you're right, bro. Actually, and I was. Despite the rant, it is a really cool job.
Yeah.
And if you've got the right personality for it, it's really, really fun, and you're right, and super rewarding.
Yeah.
When you actually see kids grow and learn, and you've actually had something to do with that.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Especially when they get to after 5, what is it? How many years in high school?
Yeah, 5.
5 years, and even if they don't stay that whole 5 years, and they come back.
Yeah,
Even, you know, and they just want to come back, and the lucky thing for me at our mahi, at our school, is I get to do a little bit of work with the alumni, with kids who have left, and I get to interview them, or get to reach out and say, bro, can I come and interview and see what you're doing, and just seeing them do life, like whatever, if it's uni or if it's work or if it's whatever, like, you know, we've got former students who are, like I was telling the other week, who are pro wrestling. You know, putting the costume on. We've got some who are
the young Albys dream.
That's it. There's one working at the Beehive, like helping write laws. You know, there's others that are teaching up the road. Like, shit, that's pretty cool. There's others that you bump in that's come back to coach our rugby teams. Like, how fucking good is that, eh?
Yeah.
You see these young people just putting their value into the world and contributing. Hey,
inspirational.
That's enough inspirational talk. We're here to talk shit now. Yeah, that's the education for you. But we're gonna take a break, eh?
Yeah, bro.
You know what that sound is?
Oi! That is the sound of experience. 40 years of it, actually. Our mates at Makihihi Fries know how to grow a golden potato.
They really do make the best fries. They supply the show every week, and you know what? To be honest, the reason I show up is for the crinkle cuts.
Crinkle, steak, or straight cut. Grab a bag next time you're at the shops.
Ka mihi te kai Makihihi. Thanks for keeping us fed, team.
Wow, look, these two young stallions tackled our Bronco last week. A week ago today, in fact.
A week ago today. Holy hecker, that was
How's the body feeling?
Is that true? I mean, to be fair, I've been running a lot.
Yeah, you missed a marathon man this in April, wasn't it?
In April, I've signed up for the Christchurch City full marathon.
Go, you good thing.
Yep. So the legs, after the Bronco, the legs were okay. It was the lungs.
Oh yeah.
The lungs, like I had asthma. It was like it was burning.
Do you have asthma?
No.
But I felt like you had asthma.
Yeah. But, you know, I eat that much fish and chips. There's probably some correlation to all the greasiness I eat and to my fitness. But, man, that was tricky. That was tricky. But I think I was trying to... You were straight up the blocks.
Yep.
Like, you maintained it.
Yeah, but don't be too... I mean, you are a decade my senior. Don't feel like
A decade? Wow.
You can't keep up with a young buck, mate.
There's probably fellas like at my age or a bit older who want to probably challenge you on that one. Yeah, but I did, out the blocks, you did come in fast with the Bronco, and we were struggling to keep up. Me and my boy. How'd you feel?
Yeah, felt good. Felt real good the first one, actually.
Yeah.
I felt, first because I was way ahead of you, so that made me feel quite good.
Yeah, got boosted by our slowness.
Yeah. Then I felt smooth, felt great. But then by halfway through the second shuttle, I was like, actually, okay. Now I'm starting to really blow.
Yeah.
The lactic acid in my pins, that was what was getting me. I felt heavy.
That's odd, because I felt heavy first 2 rounds.
Oh, yeah.
And then by the 3rd, 4th, 5th, it was good. Like I could have just kept going.
Pretty hot day too, actually. Sweltering out there at 10 a.m. on the front field, wasn't it?
It was, and you were sporting some pretty cool kit though. Like you look like you were.
That might have helped me actually, infused with the mana of the University of Otago Bookworms Rugby Club.
Yes, and it was tight fitted, so that wind stream.
True. The lack of friction.
Yeah.
From the 2017 jersey that I did wear all season. Yeah. And never handed back, obviously.
As you do with kit.
No, I'm taking that back. You're not taking 3 Pete Drummond's 3rd winning jersey off him.
I think it's on your record.
Yeah.
It's added to your fees.
Yeah, chuck up my subs.
Yeah.
But no, good to get it out there. Yeah. Actually, I got 5:09 was my time. I felt okay with that.
Yeah, 5:09 is pretty good. What was my time, huh? Was it
5:37?
5:37, and I probably needed a bit of a card there though, because I think I might have run short one line.
I think I might have run. You cheated, yeah. You blatantly missed a line. You're like, it's shortcut. Oh no, you'll be right. Okay, come on back.
Yeah. I think that's what happened, and my boy saw it and complained, but then he followed my same route. So, he couldn't use that against me for beating him in the Bronco. So we may have to redo that again. But as many of the rugby teams and sports, footy teams around the world are doing, on the side of the world are doing, is the pre-season Bronco test.
The Bronco's way. I'd much rather do a Bronco than a beep test or a yo-yo test. Did you do those back in the day? The beep test.
I used to love beep tests.
We used to do them the first job I got was section intermediate, and the class would do it. And so I
do it with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
And I first year pizzled them all, and it'd just be me running for like 3 whole levels. Mr. Drummond, we're done. We go home. No, we go to lunch. No, watch me. Start level 12, done. But then I got my next class. I had a gun in my class. Yeah. Shout out to Hugh, and he was just like, he was a ridiculous runner. He was fit as, and he just beat me. He beat me by like 2 levels.
Like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, he would have been 11 or 12. Yeah.
Wow.
He got like 15 in the beat test.
Wow.
He was a good.
Yeah. So
he might have just left school now.
Yeah.
It's made one time.
Shout out to Hugh. Hope he's out there in that.
Yeah. Welcome to the come on the podcast, Hugh. Talk all about beating Mr. Drummond in the beat test.
How influential I was in your running career. Yeah, get on actually. Yeah.
Then I reckon we do another beat test with Hugh.
Yeah.
We just take him down to work, get into the gym, and just bust out those beats.
Well, if he's anything like he was, he'd do it backwards and still beat us.
Oh wow, that'd be great. I'll film it.
The fact that you still remember, I'm like, you're still hurt.
Yeah, I am. I am cut. I just remember looking at the back of his head, and I couldn't get him anymore. Couldn't get him.
Yeah, I love that. So is it at primary school? Are they a bit more amazed at your feats than they would be at high school? Like,
oh yeah,
because schools do the whole staff versus student stuff, or there's always moments where you can shine and teachers can, dust off the cobwebs and show, actually, you know what, I can still do this, boys.
I can beat these 10-year-olds in this in basketball, and I feel like the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that. Yeah, basketball games, touch games at primary school. Intermediate gets a little bit harder, but you still get them.
Yeah. Anything worth a note apart from beating all these 5-year-olds in the beat test?
That felt good. Oh, there was one time I was staff versus students basketball at primary school playing against year 5 and 6s. Yeah. And I just go for this intercept. I just don't even see this kid. Bam, my hip collects his shoulder, knocks him down, tears. In front of 200 kids because everyone's watching. And I'm like, oh my god, what a loser! What am I doing? He was absolutely fine. He just crying over a fright. I was like, oh, whatever.
But did you continue to get the try, or
hey?
Did you score?
Stepped on top of him. Alright, young blood. See you later. Straight for the layup.
That's good.
I actually went back there in that year that I was relieving.
Yeah.
So I'd left that primary school, then I came back to relieve, and it was like the return of the king.
Yeah.
Mr. Drummond's back. He's back. Sir. I'm just wading through the masses, and I'm on duty, loving it too. I'm like the ego is just out the gate. Yeah. Mr. Drummond's back. Play touch with us. Play with us. And the bell goes to the in the morning tea, and I'm on the court. And then this kid just throws me this basketball on the halfway line. Yeah. I say, shoot this. And I just grab it and just granny throw it almost. Yeah, just 2 hands, underhand. Yeah. Bang! Oh, swish it straight in. And there was 80 kids on the court. Yeah. They just come towards me. Yes! 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 It's like Daenerys in a Game of Thrones, and she frees those slaves, and they lift her up, crowding around. It was like that, and I was just, come on, I love my job. It was so good. And I just walked back into class. All the kids are still talking. Did you see what Mr. Drummond did? Just classic, eh?
I love that. I love that, bro. I've got a similar story, but it probably has the opposite effect. So, high school, my first teaching job, we have a lot of student versus staff games, and we're playing them in volleyball.
Oh yeah.
And these kids, when you're playing high school kids, they're actually good. Yeah. They're actually sporty, and they usually jump wide, and and they got age, they got speed, they got power, and they choose games that they're all really good at. So we're playing against these year 13s in volleyball. And I'm not prepared, and I'm on duty. It's just one of those days. I haven't brought my kit.
Shock.
Yeah. And I thought, I can still play. I will play my dress pants and my shirts and my kit and my high vis vest. So
Breakfast split pants.
yeah. So rock up. Thought, sweet, let's do this. Boom, boom, few sets, great.
What? You're feeling good, are you?
Feeling good. Just don't move too, much. But you know how the adrenaline gets in you, and there's a game on the line, and you just want that.
The crowd's there.
The crowd is there. There's chanting. They're all waiting for something cool to happen, and
And you thought, as a teacher, I'm going to take this coolness by the scruff of the neck and deliver it
That's
for the people.
it. And so one goes to the left, and I'm like, I'm not letting this go. Dive. Boom. Don't save it. Hits the ground. Get up. Pants have split completely.
Oh no! In the back.
Pants have split from back to front. Like it's just the two legs that are just only holding on by its waist, like
the assless chaps.
Fully ripped. And I'm like, I need to get out of here. But everyone's seen. So everyone, instead of the Daenerys, it's more of the shame. Shame.
We're just walking down the main street.
Cersei, shame. Full buddy, full beer. Everything's a shame. And I'm just like, man, I gotta get out of here. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I had just something in the car, but I managed to get the pants to the sewing teacher. Thank God there's textiles at the school, and then you just like, can you help me fix these? Or,
You had jockeys on, I assume.
Thank God I had jockeys on. That would just be some questionable fashion options and choices. But yeah, no, had the jockeys on. Like, yes, the kids seen Mr. Wilson and his gruds with this big rip tear. I quickly got out of there, used the high vis vest as a bit of cover, and
well, still not as bad as your wife and your daughter. Well, they had to go through in your quarter a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
In regards to that area of your body, so
Yeah, that's it. I recalling that story. Thankfully, my daughter has forgotten it all.
Right, no memory of it whatsoever.
No memory whatsoever.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
So, just my wife. Yeah, witnessing another man putting his finger up my bum. Yeah.
It was worse when you and the doctor locked eyes. And the doctor, yep.
Yes, sir, I feel that.
I'm here. I'm with you right now. We are connected.
Yes.
I'm going to keep looking you in the eyes.
That clinch means yes, I feel.
I shall now withdraw. Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, okay. Look, to wrap up our episode, we're always going to do a wee section called 10 in the bin.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. So you explain. What is it?
10 in the bin. If our hot take is, the hot take of the week, the year, something that's taken our mind, 10 in the bin is something that needs to have a wee sit down on the pine.
Yeah.
And think about their own actions.
Yeah.
And reflect.
Yeah.
Similar to you with your cabinet making, you should have been Richard put you in the bin.
Yeah. I should have been fired, actually.
Yes, and should I?
Because it wasn't the first time.
And should I with concrete? If my boss wasn't my cricket coach, I certainly would.
He's giving you a spray.
Yeah. But he helped, he let me, he kept me on, which was lovely.
Yeah.
So now it's our chance to do it.
Okay.
We put someone in the bin.
Let's do it.
I am going to put David Warner in the bin.
David Warner, Australian international,
Yeah.
former cricketer, Sydney Storm, what is it, Sydney Thunder?
Sydney Thunder,
Yeah.
yeah. Still playing. Must be like 38 or something. Probably the Australian cricketer that most New Zealanders love to hate.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of a pest.
Sandpaper Gate.
Sandpaper Gate, he's a bit of a kai whakahaere, an organiser in that sort of casserole.
He probably should still be on the pine for that, but he's come back.
He's come back and he's actually been playing really well.
Yeah.
Because he's retired from international cricket and he's playing for the Sydney Thunder. And this is, at time of recording, this is probably 2 weeks after the Big Bash League, the 2020 Australian League has wrapped up. Anyway, he actually scored like the second most runs in the whole tournament. Like, he played really, really well. And he scored a couple of hundreds. But what he did after the most recent 100 that he scores 100, looks up the dressing room, and then does the 6-7 celebration. And I'm like, the 6-7's been around for far too long anyway. And if David Warner's doing it, that's when we need to put it in the bin.
Yeah.
Wrap that shit up.
Yeah. And then he pointed to the change room as if like they were egging him on, saying, "If you get a ton, Davey, can you do the 6-7?"
Who knows? Because it'd be like 19-year-olds in the team and stuff. They sort of think it's cool. And he did that. I'm just like, oh, come on. And even when he first came back after that Sandpaper Gate, like, he was playing like first 11, like grade cricket, and he obviously got 100 because he's way better. and he's just jumping up.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah. But the 6-7's worse for me.
Yeah.
That's got to go.
How good.
That's infiltrated our school. I was counting in my multi class last week.
Yeah.
I was just counting the students put them in groups, and I was going like Tahito, Torupa, Ono, Fitu. Ono Fitu. Like 6, 7, and 3 on Māori. I'm like, God, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, your kids must be doing it too.
Oh, my neighbour taught me that.
And
And now she says it, but she has no idea. Well, it doesn't even mean anything. Anyway.
no, it's just a sound and an action, and it's.
Do you know how it started?
Is it on some kind of gaming platform or something like that? How did it start?
I read that Skrilla, the rapper,
Yeah.
has a song about LaMelo Ball,
Yeah.
and how he moves like he's 6'1", but he's actually 6'7",
Ah.
and so it's saying like he's actually moves more nimble
Yeah.
than his height would
Yeah.
suggest.
And then I think someone's taken that lines from the song,
Yeah.
but in one of their streaming platforms, they've set it in a certain way,
Right.
and it's.
And now it's just a thing.
Yeah.
And then like the 6'7" kid, you know, the kid with the cabbage haircut.
No.
There's like a 6'7" kid, and he made like a crypto thing of it.
Oh, how good!
But then
Capitalised off it, yeah.
Yeah, but then I think it like I don't know, it went all like tits up. Like,
Okay.
but
As it does with social media and memes, and
Yeah.
it's nothing lasts forever unless you crack a certain echelon of
True.
memeage and
Memeage.
you get through the initial 5 minutes of fame and
Yeah.
and you break through, and it's a career.
But yeah, so Dave 10, and I think it's the whole 6-7 movement.
10
10 of them.
everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone from now till it dies out.
Yeah.
Because was it 25? Or was it 2026 day? It's 2025, isn't it?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be done now, right?
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
No more.
I like that.
You? Been someone.
Yeah, well, it's probably a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get to your work.
Come on, you're getting 10 out of the band. So there was an article in the paper about the new Christchurch pools facility.
Patakiori.
Patakiori. It's like recreational sports. It's netball. Everything.
Volleyball. Hydro slides.
Pools. Everything.
Serious. It's good. Good facility.
Great facility. Yeah, it's going to be amazing for the city. You have 2 hours free parking. Okay,
Fantastic.
so you rock up
As you should.
as you should. It's a council. It's a public kind of thing. You need to be able to park somewhere. Town's pretty shocking with parking. So there was an article that talked about many people getting fined and getting parking tickets because
Explain that to me, Albie.
So-
You told me it was free parking.
Yes. So we rocked up and I purposely took some footage. So as you walk in, you park. And it says on these signs up top, 2 hours free parking, register license plate inside. And it's plastered everywhere. Because I was all against the council. I was like, no, the council's at fault here. They should wipe these tickets.
Yeah.
People don't know. The more I walked into that building, the more I realised the people who got fines should also get 10 in the bin.
Oh, they should be in the bin.
They should be in the bin, not the council.
Is it blaringly obvious?
It is blaringly obvious.
Okay.
Like, yes, look, it does say free parking, 2 hours, but it says clearly register license plate inside. Then I walked in, I thought, nah, still the council's on the pine until I start walking in the door, and again, another big sign, register license plate at machine. Walk past before you even get to the counter to access the pools or access the gym or access whatever, there is a clear machine there to say register. There's also, if the line is too big at the machine, there's a barcode that you can scan
And just do it on your phone.
and do it on your phone. Now, the only way I think that people are getting fined and they're missing that machine is the machine is just a little bit past some steps that go up to the spectator and other areas upstairs.
Right.
So unless those people who are getting fined are the ones that are just going straight upstairs instead of going straight,
Then they might just get a warning and not go to the bin.
then they might get a warning. Yeah. Poor form. Watch yourself.
Yeah.
The next one's in the bin. But we also, after paying our money and doing the parking, because you claim the 2 hours, then you can actually pay a little bit more
If you want to park up.
if you want to park longer. So we paid, how much did we pay, hun?
$5 for another hour.
$5. So we were there for 4 hours?
3.
3 hours. And we paid $4 because we had the 2 hour free parking.
Yeah.
We got to the counter to pay, say, yeah, we're here for pools and all that. She says, great, have you registered your license plate for the free parking? The machines are over there.
So she's reminded you.
She's reminded me. And so I'm just like, unless it was just really busy, because we went on the Friday and it was Waitangi Day, so it was pretty quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it was really busy and people were just new and just wanted to get in the pools.
Blinded by enthusiasm.
Blinded by excitement, enthusiasm. I'm saying everyone that got the fine, you're sitting 10 in the bin.
Well, it's actually interesting now because I went to Parakuri Pools last week.
Yes. Are you spending some time in the pot?
And I did not register my fucking
10 in the bin, mate.
And did I see it? I saw the signs.
Yeah.
I had Mila and Murphy with me.
Yeah.
Solo, yeah. Yeah. Mila was playing up a little bit, so I was distracted.
Yeah.
I think I might have. I knew by talking to people that you had to register your vehicle.
Yeah.
I might have seen a sign. Definitely didn't see the booth, the cashier, and I thought, if you have to register it for free, who really cares? I mean, you can't get fined, surely. Haven't checked my mailbox for probably a week and a half, so I'll give you an update next week.
Yeah.
I'll eagerly check it as I return home.
Well, it's like a speeding ticket. I'm assuming it's going to take maybe 2 or 3 weeks before it comes in the mail.
Did the article say how much the fine was?
No, didn't get that far.
$75, I think.
75 bones.
Yeah.
I'll be fighting that to the cows. No chance of I paying that.
But your podcast said that you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, cut that out. Jay, cut that out.
10 in the bin, mate,
Yeah.
and a $75 fine.
Have to tip it off.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff.
How good. Brother, that's the episode.
Yeah, bro. Yep, nice.
Yeah, I found like we're finding our groove.
Yep.
Found out we just, we're always welcome to feedback. Any particular topic people want to hear us talk about, any particular food you want us to eat and share our thoughts on.
Any fellow teachers who disagree with what we have said,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah, or Hugh, if you just want to come on and just run the old beep test
Yeah.
and break down Drummy's beat test time.
Am I overall teaching of your rates?
Yeah.
How successful was I?
Yeah. But I'm happy with just where we're going with this, and just got to keep putting in the work.
Yeah, bro.
But you may or may not be with us next week. We're just baby watching.
Yeah, I reckon Wednesday. So if this comes out, this will come out probably on next Friday, won't it? So I reckon when this one comes out, Bubs will be here. So I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, and I may not see you for a little bit of time. So wishing you and your family all the best, bro. And we can't wait for wee Bubs. And
I'll have an update for you.
yeah, and we'll get the reveal because you don't know what's coming.
Correct.
How good.
Yeah.
Love it.
Modi order, my bro.